think why I'm here, I think because I did not have those tools growing up. And so for the longest time, I was, searching and searching and searching. How can I fix myself? Because my thoughts, which I think researchers have said it's like 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day that we think. And, if we follow all these thoughts all the time, then you're just completely restless, I guess. And so that's how I ended up here, because I am making a difference for the next generation, and to help them and their parents to realize, oh, wow, I don't have to constantly be going. So, and I think with just one breath, you can demonstrate that perfectly. And I had, I called just recently, and I got so excited with a lady who has been doing mindfulness for children in schools since 2011. They are like in 3,000, now over 3,000 schools in the US, and they do mindfulness audio recordings. And she said that it's all about repetition, right? So I don't know if you guys have experienced that before, but you might read something and you understand it, but then you go on and you live your life, and then you hear it again and again and again, and then one time it's like, oh wow, now I understand what they meant, And so it's about this repetition, hearing it again and again, and then just being open to when am I going to have this breakthrough moment, or whatever it may look like. And so what she said was that a century ago, people didn't brush their teeth. That wasn't a thing. Now everybody does it. And she said it the same with mindfulness. Now it's just picking up, and people, some people do it, some don't. And we are on the forefront in really bringing that to the masses, for people realizing, oh, wow, I don't have to be on 180 all the time. And I can really do something and teach myself and be helping my children and family and whoever else to actually get out of this rat race of the mind, maybe. So that was for me, like, again, a aha moment. And so that's one thing I wanted to share, and I hand it over to Wade.
Well, that was a great share. Thanks for creating that space for us, Isabel. That's for myself, yeah, I think collectively what we're trying to do, rather than just empower the next generation, we're evolving as human beings, and understanding that these things are of value and can help us. And I've seen countless things come about in my life that have led me to think this is something that I need to be involved in, to be able to help other people, kids as well as adults, because it's communicating. If we can't communicate, we can't really get along, and that's the stem of so many of our problems in society and just general. And so to bring mindfulness into the picture and utilize it to its fullest, to teach it, to allow it in more and more, there's just so much upside to the whole thing. And to be able to do this for ourselves and our kids is just so tremendous. So it's great to have this platform and this opportunity. So we want, like Leanne said, to be able to create a safe space where we'll share some things about where we're going through and maybe how we're coping with it, or being able to use some of the mindfulness tools to help us. Do we have it all figured out? We'll be completely honest. I doubt any of us can say we do, but we are trying, and hopefully what our efforts will not only allow us and our families and communities, but other people that step into that arena have some of the things we're dealing with, they're dealing with, and it gives you just a little bit more support. And people you hang around with are going to allow you to become more of who you want to be, and you'll know if you belong here, and we'll know where we belong, and if we could just create that space for ourselves here and for yourself, that's really what we're trying to do. So
I may be a bit repetitive. I really do like a lot. I do kind of gravitate to a few motivational speakers and business mentors, people like Gary Vee and Napoleon Hill and Will Smith. And I find that a lot of them, they repeat their message. And so I most likely will be repeating a lot of my messages as well. I really do want to create awareness around empathetical communication and indifferential acceptance, or basically accepting each other's differences, utilizing those differences to work together as a whole. And for me, this is really, really important at a level, because there's a lot of families that are now blending. They're blended families. And with blended families, there are some people that do things differently than other people, and and this is why the communication and the acceptance is really important to me, because for me, it doesn't matter if it's a blended family or you're a family that's not blended, but has you'll just find that every single family has such a variety of different people, that those two combinations, if we can really work with those, we can have an incredible unity on a family basis and in a relational basis. So for me, those are my topics, and of course the subconscious mind, that is also, those are my messages, and I will be just letting everyone know I will be repeating them, because the more you hear them, eventually one day that I get it is going to click. And that's, if I can reach just one person, that will be, my message will be paid for.